Today we are going to discuss how to write the IUPAC name of some simple organic compound from the chapter Carbon and its compound. So this is the format by which we write the IUPAC name: locand plus secondary prefix plus primary prefix plus root plus primary suffix plus locand plus secondary suffix. Now locand means position of your secondary prefix or your secondary suffix. Now first we will discuss what is your secondary prefix. So this represents substituent. Substituents. So if your substituent is your Cl, Br, I or CH3 or C2H5. So these are the substituent which replaces one or two hydrogen from carbon compound. Now if these are the substituents, so now what to write in secondary prefix? So Cl is your chloro, Br bromo, I iodo, CH3 methyl, then C2H5 or CH3CH2, this is your ethyl. Now next is your primary prefix. So primary prefix indicate whether your carbon compound is cyclic or acyclic. It represents cyclic or acyclic carbon compound. Now if your compound is cyclic, then we write primary prefix as cyclo. Now next is root. Now it represents a number of carbon atom. Number of carbon atom. If one carbon is present, we write it as methyl, as we have already studied or discussed in previous video, right? If two carbon are there, then eth, 3 prop, right? 4 but, 5 pent, 6 hex, 7 sept or hept, 8 oct, 9 non, and 10 dec. These are the root for the number of carbon atom. Then next is your primary suffix. Primary suffix. Now primary suffix represents nature of carbon-carbon bond. It represents nature of carbon-carbon bonds. Now if your nature of carbon-carbon bond, if it is single, we write suffix as "ane" as we have already done. If it is double, we'll write "in", right? If it is triple, we'll write "wine", isn't it? Now you need to remember that E, from ANE, ENE, YNE will drop if your secondary prefix starts from vowel like A, I, E, O, U. If your secondary suffix, not prefix, if your secondary suffix starts with vowel like A, I, E, O, U, that time you need to drop E. Understood? Now next is your secondary suffix. So it represents functional group. Now we know functional group as we have already discussed. So your alcohol, which is your OH group, right? Then we have aldehyde, CHO group. Then ketone, C double bonded O group. Then carboxylic acid, COOH group. Now what would be the secondary suffix for this functional group? For alcohol, it is ol. For aldehyde, it is Al. For ketone, it is for aldehyde, it is Al. For ketone, it is ONE. own, okay, and for carboxylic acid it is oic acid. Now from this we'll try to write down the IUPAC name of some organic, simple organic compound. Now there are certain rules that need to be followed, okay. So if we have this compound, now first rule is to identify your functional group present if any, okay. Now this is the question. Now you can see there is a functional group, right? That one is OH. First rule is identify your functional group, okay. Now next, second rule, number your carbon chain, okay, such that your functional group, your substituent, your multiple bonds will get the lowest position. Like I can number this compound like 1, 2, 3. You will number only carbon, okay, not the hetero element. Only carbon you are going to number. So I can number from this carbon 1, 2, 3, or I can number from this carbon 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now, when you are numbering your carbon chain from this side, your OH, which is a functional group, right? It is getting which position? 3. And when you are numbering your carbon chain from this side, what is the position that your OH group is getting? 1, right? This is the lowest position your functional group is getting when you are numbering from this side, right? So second rule is to number from that side where the functional group substituent, your multiple bond, get the least position. Okay. Now next is okay, now there is no substituent. If 2 or more substituents are there, okay, different substituent, then you need to write the name of substituent in alphabetical order, okay. And if same elements, same substituent are present in 2, 3, 4 times, you need to write di, tri, okay, tri. Now here there is no substituent, nothing is there, so we'll now try to name this compound. So first we'll write the locate for your prefixes, right? So there is no prefix. Are there any prefix? No. So no locate, no prefix, no primary prefix. Now next, root. What is your root? It represents your number of carbon chain, right? Carbon atoms. So 1, 2, 3 are there, isn't it? So your root is 3 means prop. Plus. Okay. Now root, after that is primary suffix. You cannot, you see, there is no double triple bond, isn't it? It's only single bond is there. When there is only single bond, what is your primary suffix? A and E. Plus A and E plus. Now OH, which is your functional group secondary suffix, right? You need to write. So OH, what is your suffix? O, L. Now you need to give the position. Since it is in position 1, if it is in position 1, every time no need to write your position, okay. So but here I am writing it, or otherwise no need to write, leave it. Okay sir? Okay. Now this is your O, which is vowel, isn't it? So that means you need to drop E from your primary suffix. So what would be the name then? There will be no gap. So whenever you are writing IUPAC name, okay, there will be no gap between your primary suffix, prefix, root, anything. There will be no gap. So prop, then in, then all. So E is dropped as because their secondary suffix is vowel, starting from vowel. So this is one question. Next question. Okay, so let us try to name this compound. So what is the first rule? So identify your functional group. There is no functional group. Now next is choose the longest chain. So this is the longest chain, right? Then next is number it. So while numbering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can number from this side also. right? Now, while numbering, you need to see your multiple bond, okay? So it should get the list position. So 1. From this side, it is getting the list position. So we'll number from down side, right? This side, right hand side. Okay, now write down the thing. Now first is locant and secondary suffix. Secondary suffix is your substituent, okay? So try that, right? I. So what is I? Iodo. And what is its position? 4. So we'll write 4. Then after number, every time you need to put hyphen, okay? 1, I लाई हामीले के लेख्छ? Iodo. First letter every time capital, followed by small letter, by plus. Now primary prefix, this is not cyclic, right? No need to do anything. Root. So how many carbon are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 sane what we need to write? Pent. Plus, okay, now double bond is there, right? Double bond sane what we need to write? In. Okay, so there is no secondary suffix, there is no functional group. So how to write down the name? So second pent. 4 iodo, no gap, pentene. Okay, the compound name is 4-iodopentene. Now third one, HCHO. Okay. Now only one carbon chain is there and the functional group is CHO. So one carbon chain means meth, only one, root is meth, there is no prefix, isn't it? Secondary pani chaina, primary pani chaina, so meth, right? Then this is single bond, there is no carbon double bond, एउटा मात्रै carbon छ भने double bond हुँदैन, triple bond हुँदैन. So direct write N, right? Now this is your CHO. CHO means aldehyde, and aldehyde को हामीले के लेख्छ? Al, Al. Now again this is your vowel. By primary prefix suffix को E drop हुन्छ. So what would be the IUPAC name? Methanol. नाम के रे? मिथानल. We'll try to name this compound. Okay. So how many are there? 3टा. There's no prefixes, isn't it? केही छैन. Na cyclic मा छ, nothing is there. So we'll start with root. How many are there? 3. So 3. So number गर्दाखेरि, so you need to choose. This is the longest carbon chain, right? So number गर्दाखेरि you need to number from that side where your functional group get the list position. So 1, 2 and 3. So 3टा carbon छ. So root is your prop. There is no double bond, triple bond, N. Okay. Generally one position मा छ भने no need to give the position. Then COOH, what we write? Oic acid. Oic acid. So this again is a vowel, right? E will drop. So के हुन्छ? Propanoic acid. ठीक है sir? Now 5th one. CH3, CH2, CH3, CH2, CH3. Okay. Now choose the longest carbon chain. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Both have same number of carbon chain. So we'll consider only one. Jun chain macha. This is not in a chain. So this is your substituent. Okay. Now next is numbering. There is no functional group. Number gara. So you can number from this side 1, 2, 3, 4, or this side 1, 2, 3, 4. When you number from this side, your CH3, which is a substituent now, will get the lowest position. Okay, we'll prefer to number this chain from this side. Okay, sir. Okay. Now first is your locate. What is the position of the CH3? 2. Number and name every time hyphen. Okay, this is your methyl. CH3Q methyl. So 2-methyl, first letter jaile pani capital. 2-methyl plus. Okay. Now cyclic sign. Then root, how many are there? 1 to 4 means but. Okay. Then primary suffix. So all are single bond in. And there is no secondary, right? No functional group. So your name is, sorry, this is your small letter. 2-methyl butane. Okay, this is how you write IUPAC name of some organic compound. So I will do last two. So we will try to name this compound. Okay. So KH means all are carbon. Okay. How many are there? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can number from any corners. Okay. So because every corner are symmetrical. So I am numbering from this corner. So how many carbon are in there in a ring? 6. Okay. Now there is no substituent, isn't it? You can't say any substituent. Chlorine, bromine, iodine, nothing is there. So substituent China, but primary prefix. So this is your cyclic one. Okay, cyclic. Cyclic one. What we need to write? Cyclo. So cyclo plus. Okay, first letter capital followed by small letter. Root, how many are there? 6. So hex plus. Now nature of carbon bond. So all are single. So N. There is no functional group. So eta सक्यो. So what is the name? Cyclohexane, right? Which we have already done. Then your CH3, CH2, OH. So there is no prefix, right? Root word देखि start गर्छ कति रहेछ दुईटा 2 छ भने 8. There is no double bond, right? There is no double bond, single bond मात्रै हो N, EO, and OH is all. So O is vowel, so we will drop E, all. So the name of this compound is ethanol. Again, there is no substituent. Root dekhi start garcha 2. So eth, single bond, N. This is oic acid. Okay, oic acid means O is again vowel. We drop O, E here. Then oic acid. So this is your ethanol. This is acidic ethanoic acid, which is very important in the chapter carbon in and its compounds. So thank you all. Have a nice day. See you in next video.